present in our body and how it helps to be control our body's work. So we start one by one about discuss about that human nervous system also and human endocrine system. But today video we just discuss about the meaning of human nervous system. So the meaning of nerves. Our body is a network of nerves. There are many nerves present in our body and in all part of our body. These nerves are being present in the network form. So, and what's the meaning of this human nervous system and how this work and how it be able to be do all the control and coordination work in our body. So, we discussed about the human nervous system here now. So, human nervous system, like you all know very well, what is the structural and functional unit of the excretory system? The functional and structural unit of excretory systems are neurons. Like in nervous system, one is the structural and functional unit of nervous system is nerve cell or neuron. You do know about get the knowledge about the nerve cell or neurons in your 9th class also. So neuron is the longest cell present in our body and it help in the transportation of any message from any part of the body to brain. So here there is control and coordination work totally dependent on the brain and spinal cord present in our body. So this brain and spinal cord is very important part of our body. Like if we are born in coma conditions, sometimes a person have a problem of that person is gone to coma. What happened with them? Because in this coma situation, person all the functions like digestion, respiration, circulation, all these are in working position, but our brain is not able to do work. So in this condition, when brain is not able to do work, on that time, what happen in our body? All the systems are work, but either our body is not able to get any stimuli, not able to get any message, not able to transport any message from one part of the body to other part of the body. So this human nervous system is totally based on the function of brain and spinal cord. And here this nervous system consists of two main parts. First one is the central nervous system, and second one is your peripheral nervous system, PNS, peripheral nervous system. So there are two main systems are present in our human nervous system, and on the base of the reason they are present, this is the main body, and in center it is present brain center and the dead part spinal cord present in our center. So these are the two present in our center. So these are known as central nervous system. Means our central nervous system consists of two main parts. One is brain, second one is your spinal cord. So this is your central nervous system present in our body. And if we discussed about the meaning of peripheral means on sides. Like our body is not being center only, this part also present in our body and this side also present in our body. And what system present in this part of the body who can help in transportation work? That is our peripheral nervous system. But at a time we have only central nervous system in our syllabus in your 10th class. But we briefly discussed about the peripheral nervous system also, because this system is also play a very important role. I repeat so again, central nervous system present in our center, and the main part of the central nervous system is brain and the spinal cord. And other side is peripheral nervous system. This peripheral nervous system is present in the sides or in our body, not in center only brain and spinal cord present, in the sides other than like left side and right side in our body, that is we contain peripheral nervous system. So this peripheral nervous system also very important system present in our body, and it further consists of two main parts here. First one is your somatic peripheral nervous system, and second one is autonomic. Now what's the meaning of autonomic and somatic here? Somatic means which system is voluntary, means that is based on our wish, like in our muscles present in our body, smooth muscles, straightened muscles, so like this somatic nervous system is the movement of our hand like this. This is being controlled by our body. So this this muscle, this transportation of the message to brain, which is be done with the help of somatic, that is always voluntary action. And here what's the meaning of the word also? Tell you na mean of this auto means that is not in our will, dependent on our will. These are the all the that type of system which are be not in our control. That come involuntary actions and like a hard work. This is not be done by our body. This is not be dependent on our wish. Lung work. This is not also dependent on our wish. So these are the autonomic peripheral nervous system, and these are the voluntary or somatic peripheral nervous system, which is be dependent on our will. So here one by one we discussed about. In our 10th class book we only discussed about the mean of central nervous system and the mean of central nervous, that means brain and spinal cord. But before starting this the explanation of brain, we have the main structural and function unit of our brain, that is neuron or nerve cell. So first starting to be discussed about the mean of neuron here or nerve cell here, and after this we discussed about the other part like brain present in our body. So neuron is very important part, that is the longest cell present in our body. Longest cell present in our body, that is neurons. So this neuron is very important. And but how, and you have some knowledge about this neuron in your 9th class also, because in your 9th class we discussed about the structure of the neuron, and you all know very well what is be present, who will be helping be get the information from the environment, that is your dendrites, and who one is be able to be here here you see the, that is I make here the very roughly structure of neuron. First you just capture the knowledge with the help of this diagram. So these are the dendrites, these are the branch-like structure present in the neuron, that is dendrites. But what's the meaning of dendrite and what is the function done by dendrites? Dendrites help to be receive any message from the external environment. Like if you want to be take anything in your head, and how you take this thing in your head with the help of, and who will give the message to our brain, and who will receive this signal from the outermost environment, that is our dendrites. And in our center what is present in our neuron? Nucleus. And these are the cytoplasm present inside the neuron, because if this is the cell now, in cell these are the very important parts. So the cytoplasm nucleus constituted is known as cytosol. Okay, and after this receiving of any message from the environment, that is be done by dendrites, and it is stored in the nucleus also. What is means like if we learn anything, this is be received by dendrites and it is being stored in our nucleus, because nucleus is the control center of our body, and like nucleus is the control center of our body, and who will be control the function of our body, that is present in our body, that is brain. So brain is the main part which help to be control the function of our body. And after this dendrite, from this message gone to this part. So the message transportation from the cytosol to the nerve ending with the help of axon. So this is the tube-like structure present inside the neuron is axon. And after this message goes to this nerve ending. So this is nerve ending. Okay. So here this is only like this is one neuron present in your body. So here one neuron, but this is only one neuron is not able to be transfer any message from any part of the body to brain now. So here there are number of the neurons present in our body who will be get to the signal from the outermost environment, it is be sent to the brain. So here this is the first neuron. This is the first neuron, and after this first neuron here is the dendrite of our second neuron. So this is the gap between this one neuron. That is the dendrite part of the second neuron, and this is the nerve ending part of the first neuron. And the gap between these two, one first neuron and between second neuron, this is known as the synapse. Here the chemical neurotransmitter nucleus, and from the nucleus it goes to the axon, and axon send this message to nerve ending, and there is a space between this two neuron, between gap between these two neuron, that is known as synapse. Here neurotransmitters present which help to be transportation of any message from the nerve ending to the second dendrites of the neuron. So this transmission of the message will help with the help of neurotransmitters. So the chemical substance present inside the body which have to be transportation of the message from one neuron to another neuron, that is known as synapse. So synapse play a very important role in transportation of any message inside the body. So after working of this neuron, we discussed about the different nerve actions present in our body. So this is all about a neuron. Neuron is very important part of our body. So it play a very important role. If neurons are not present, it is not able to be transport any message from any part of the body to brain. So nerve action is very important. So now we discussed about the how many nerve action present, means which function is be done by the neuron. Now how this is be dependent on the different type of the actions present in our body. So this nerve action consists of three main parts. First one is your voluntary actions. Voluntary action. There are three main actions present in our body. First one is your voluntary actions, and second one is your involuntary actions. Okay, and third one is your relax action. So these are the three main actions present in our body, on which base our nerve cell work. So one by one we discussed about all the actions present in our body. So first we starting from the voluntary action. What's the mean of voluntary? Which is be dependent on our will. Means it's what's the mean of here the voluntary action? Like if you want to be learn anything, then we learn. If we want to be read anything, then we read. Okay, and if we read, then its message go to our brain. Otherwise we are free. Okay, if we want to be sleep, then we are sleep only. So these are the actions which are be dependent on our will. So here brain is not be means our body is not be dependent on the totally dependent on our will. This is not be work done by them self. So that action which is be work by our body only, means this is be dependent on our willpower. If we want to do work, then only we do work, otherwise we are free. So reading, writing, playing, singing, dancing, all are come under the voluntary action which is be dependent on our will. But if we discussed about the involuntary action, means it is not dependent on our will. And who are the actions come in this who are not be dependent on our will? Those are the function of heart, means blood pressure also, vomiting also, salivation also. So those all are the activities in our body. Blood pressure, vomiting, salivation, heartbeat, these all are come under the involuntary action, because this is not be able to control this action in our body, because they are not dependent on our will. So on the base of the will dependent, who one be dependent on our will and who one is not be dependent on our will. There are two main actions we have studied here, and after this we discussed about the third action, that is your reflex action. Reflex action is also very important action. So this action is not both the action, voluntary also and involuntary also, this is be controlled by the brain, but that action, reflex action, is not be controlled by the brain. This is be controlled by the spinal cord. Why this is be controlled by the spinal cord and should not be by the brain? Because this action is very sudden reaction taken by our body. Sudden action taken by our body means if we touch any plate, hot plate, and like if we touch any hot plate and एकदम से हमने हाथ को अपने पीछे किया, means we kept our hands from this plate and remove our hand from this plate very in a very short duration. So this message not gone to the brain first, because any message first gone to our spinal cord, and from spinal cord it goes dependent. This is be a type of neuron. Types of neuron. So here these are this neuron which we study. These are the longest cells present in our body. This is also be a 3 types on the base of the work done by this neuron. First one is your sensory neuron. Sensory neuron. Second one is your motor neuron. Motor neuron. And third one is your, after first one is the sensory, third one is your relay neuron. So these are the 3 main neurons present in our body. First one sensory, second one is your motor, and third one is your relay neuron. And what's the function done by these different neurons in our body? First we discussed about the sensory neuron. Sensory neuron means we get messages from all the sense organs present in our body. Here there are receptors present in our sense organs. So there are 5 main receptors we are studying in this chapter. First one is your thigmoreceptor. Thigmoreceptor who will be present in our skin, detect the touch. Okay, so touch receptor is known as thigmoreceptor. Second one is your gustatoreceptor. Gustatoreceptor is we belong to the, it is be dependent on the taste. Means taste buds present in our body, where it is present on tongue. So tongue means on tongue which receptor is present, that is helping taste. So this taste buds receptor is known as gustatoreceptor. Third one is your photoreceptor. Photo means light. So it is which sense organ work here? Eyes. So the receptor which is present in our eyes, that is known as photoreceptor, and the receptor which is present in our ear who will be help in audio. Means audio to be able to be hear anything. So this receptor is known as audio receptor. And our fifth one receptor is your olfactoreceptor. Olfactoreceptor means it is related to the smell. So where who one is really helping smelling of anything? Which sense organ? That is nose. So here there are 5 main sense organ present: eye, ear, nose, skin, and tongue. So these are the 5 main sense organ present in our body, and the receptors present in our skin, that is thigmoreceptor, and the receptor present in our tongue, that is gustatoreceptor, and receptor present in our eye, photoreceptor, in our ear, that is audioreceptor, and fifth one in our nose, that is the olfactoreceptor. Nose work to be smell anything, or and the audioreceptor ear work is to be hear a message, eye work is to be see anything, and the gustatoreceptor work, tongue work is to be taste, having a taste buds here, and the thigmoreceptor having a touch. If anyone is be touch you, then you feel ki anyone be touch our body. So this will be done by the help of thigmoreceptor. So here there are 5 main receptor, that is the heart of our sensory neuron. So who will take the message from these senses? Main 5 main senses present in our body, and this 5 senses message going towards the brain. So that neuron which help to be transmit any message from the sense organ to brain. So this is known as sensory neuron. So this is the part who one help to be transportation of the message from the senses towards the brain. That is known as sensory neuron. And the message and the second one who one help to be take the message from the brain, and it is be action to the muscles. Means if we touch anything and our muscles go to the brain, then we pluck our hand from that thing, na? So how this be done? Because this is be done by the movement of our hand and movement of our feet, anything movement it be here. So at that case, who will have this be take the message from the brain and toward the body. This डिसीजन को लिया उसने ब्रेन से, और किसको कमांड दी? मसल्स को कमांड दी. जो मसल्स को कमांडेड न्यूरॉन्स होते हैं, जो मसल्स को कमांड देते कि आपने ये काम करना है, तो वो किसकी हेल्प से हो रहा है? मोटर न्यूरॉन्स की हेल्प से हो रहा है. ओके, नाउ थर्ड वन इज योर रिले न्यूरॉन. रिले न्यूरॉन मींस इट इज द इंटरमीडिएट बिटवीन दिस two neuron. Like this is where our sensory neuron, and after this here is a sensory neuron and here is a motor neuron. So this part is between these two neuron, that is known as relay neuron. At the time these neurons are in a rest position, so this neuron is known as relay neuron. So this is sensory and this is the motor neuron. Okay, so this is all the types of the neurons, and after neuron we discussed about types of the neuron. We discussed about the 5 main receptors present in our body: thymo for the touch, gustato for the taste, photo for see anything, audio for hear anything, and olfactor for the smell of anything in our body. So these 5 main receptors play a very important role. And now we discussed about the how this B message go to our brain, and what's the procedure, and what's the arc make a pathway made from the getting receiving any message from the pathway from receiving organ. Receiving organ, who can receive the message? Sensory neuron. So receiving to effector organ, from effector organ to response. So this complete arc is known as reflex arc. So how this reflex arc made? Like stimuli. Stimuli means anything. It is this hear bias, see bias. That's all are the stimuli. First it goes with the help of sensory neuron. Sensory neuron help to be send this message from the CNS, means it is being controlled by the brain, and either it is being controlled by the spinal cord. Okay, from this CNS it goes to the muscles with the help of goes to the affected organ with the help of motor neurons. So after affected organ, then we go to the effectors. Means we go to the effector and then we response to the message. Means it was the meaning of this stimuli. Means we see anything. हमने कुछ देखा तो stimuli हमारी बॉडी में गई, तो किससे हेल्प से? सेंसरी न्यूरॉन की हेल्प से कहा गई CNS में की ब्रेन में इसको कमांड देनी है, स्पाइनल कॉर्ड में कमांड देनी है. फिर मोटर न्यूरॉन की हेल्प से वो कहाँ गई है? अफेक्टेड ऑर्गन्स की मसल्स में गई है. तो मसल्स ने जब उसको मूवमेंट किया तो क्या हुआ? उसने रिस्पॉन्स दिया, उसने अपने हैंड को साइड किया, उसने उस चीज़ को देखा या उसने उस चीज़ को सुना. So this complete arc, the pathway made from the stimuli to the response, this arc is known as reflex arc. That is very important arc present in our body and help to be and tell us how this message gone from stimuli to the response. So this stimuli response work, this is be the main motive of our neurons. So stimuli response work is totally be this arc from stimuli to response has been done by the neuron of our body. So neuron play a very important role to be get any stimuli from the external environment and it is be given response by the body. So here very important concept to be discussed about. First we discuss about the mean of control and coordination here, and after this what which system is helping control and coordination? Two systems, endocrine system and human nervous system. And after this we discussed about the first system, that is human nervous system. It consists of two main parts, CNS is central nervous system and PNS is your peripheral nervous system. And after this we discussed about the neuron and how many type of nerve actions are here, what's the meaning of reflex arc. And then we discussed about very important concept of this chapter, that is human brain. Human brain is very important concept of our control and coordination chapter. And in our body, what is the weight of brain? That is 1400 grams, 1400 average weight present in the human body. So how this is the main thinking part present in our body. Decision making part, thinking part. So this decision making, thinking, many work is be done by the human brain. If this is not able to do work, all organ is not able to do work in a good manner. So all the systems is be dependent on the function of human brain. If human brain is not able to be give a command, then our complete body is not able to do work. Like it is be like this, we are living but we are not able to do any work because of our brain is not able to do work. So if brain is not able to do work, our complete body is not able to do work. So human brain play a very important role, and how this work is be done by our brain. So first starting with the explanation of our brain. So brain consists of three main parts. Okay. Last one is your hindbrain. Okay, that is your midbrain. Or first one is your starting one is your front part of the brain, front brain. So these are the three main part of the brain: front, hind, or mid. So these are the main parts of our brain. And how is the work done by this part, mid part, front part, and hind part. So this is be dependent on the function done by the main parts or the main part of this brain. So first outer brain is be consist of three main parts. First one is cerebrum, second one is your diencephalon, and third one is your olfactory lobes. So these three main parts present in our front part of our brain. Okay. Now second, hindbrain, hypothalamus and pituitary gland. Hypothalamus and pituitary gland is the main part of our midbrain. And the hind parts are pons, medulla oblongata, and third one is your cerebellum. So these are the three main parts of our hindbrain. So one by one we discussed about all the three parts. First one is your forebrain, second one is your midbrain, and third one is your hindbrain. And before starting this concept, first we discussed about the function of the brain in our body. Means all the sensation, many sensory receptors present in our body, either see by us, anything hear by us, smell by us. All the stimulation is be taken by the outermost environment from the body, and it goes to the brain first. For example, you want to be hear anything, but it is not be hear by your ears. This message going to first in our brain, and brain with the help of a muscles present only goes from ear to the brain, and then this muscles from ear to the brain it goes now, and this message is be passed. Anything is be calling you. So this message is going to our brain, and by the help of command of our brain, we able to be see. We able to be hear what is be said by other. So this is be the work function is be done by our brain, and on the base of the function, either it is be function as a thinking part, and either it is be function as a control to our body parts, and third one be means all these parts be either it is be present in hindbrain, midbrain, and forebrain. These all have a different function in our body. First one we discussed about the cerebrum. Cerebrum is very important thinking part of our body, and this is very important because the 80% of our part of our complete brain is via cerebrum. Is the largest part of our brain, that is cerebrum. Cerebrum very important part of our body, the main thinking part of our body. Either it is be reading, writing, playing, anything is be done by our body with the help of, and who will get the command from the outermost environment, that is via cerebrum. So cerebrum is very important thinking part present in our body. And after this cerebrum we have a second part, that is diencephalon. What's the meaning of diencephalon here, and what's the function done by the diencephalon? It helps to be maintain the temperature of our body. Temperature of our body is be dependent, this be maintained by the diencephalon. And second main function done by the diencephalon कि at that time when we urge of the eat anything, urge means कि अगर हमें होगी हमें कुछ खाना है, उस urge को कौन मतलब उसको कौन मैसेज पहुंचाता है ब्रेन तक, that is via diencephalon part. So maintenance the temperature in our body, and the urge of eating, that is be done by the diencephalon part. So first one is your cerebrum part, that is very important part. 80% part of our body is via cerebrum, and it is the main thinking part present in our body, and all the function like reading, writing, playing, all will be controlled by the cerebrum part of our body, and the cerebrum is the main part of our forebrain. And after this diencephalon, it has to be maintaining the temperature of our body, and the urge of eating also be maintained by the diencephalon. Third one is the smell, you all know, and what's the function is be done by olfactory lobes. It has to be detect the smell in the body. So these are the three main parts present in our forebrain. And after this we have a second main part, that is mid part. forebrain and the cerebellum is the main part of our hindbrain, and both have a different function in our body. What's the function done by the cerebellum part of our body? 12% part of our brain is be constitutes cerebellum, and the 80% is be cerebellum. So all other 8% is be pending. This is be midbrain and other part of our brain. So this cerebellum play a very important role. And what's the function done by the cerebellum? Cerebellum help in the equilibrium, maintain the equilibrium present in our body. Like if we stand straight here now because of the cerebellum part in our body. If we have not present the cerebellum part, now we not maintain our structure. So we ride a bicycle in a straight line because of the presence of cerebellum part. So anything is be gone in a straight position because of the presence of cerebellum part. So if this play a very important role in it is be maintaining the posture of our body, and the equilibrium also maintained by the cerebellum part of our body. And after the cerebellum part, you have a second main part of our brain, that is pons. In the brain, pons part also present. Pons help in we control the respiration process. So respiration process is be controlled by the pons part of our body. Pons part very helpful in the respiration process. This respiration process either taking oxygen in our body, and the use of this oxygen is be controlled by the pons, that is the part of our hindbrain. So this also play a very important role in our body. And after this, our third main part, that is your medulla oblongata. This medulla oblongata is had to be controlled all the involuntary actions in our body, either it is vomiting, blood pressure, and like a heartbeat. All this be controlled by the medulla oblongata part of our body, that is the part of our hindbrain. So all these three main parts of our brain. First one is your this is the four part of our brain, and then that is the middle part of our brain, and our last here it is the hind part of our brain. And after hind part, what is we connect with the hind part? This is the spinal cord present in our body. So this brain plus this spinal cord, it make a central nervous system. So this central nervous system was very important part of our body now, because all this command is be get controlled by the brain and spinal cord present in our body. That is dependent on either it is voluntary action, involuntary action, and this is the reflex action. So this brain play a very important role, and here we discussed about the three main parts of our brain: forebrain, midbrain, and hindbrain. And now we discussed about how this brain is be protected. So the outermost covering of our brain, the hardest covering present in outer side of our brain, that is skull. The skull had to be given outermost covering, and because of the hard structure of the skull, our brain is be protect from the outermost environment. So from any injury, who will be protect our brain, that is skull. And the fluid present inside our brain, that is CSF. CSF means cerebrospinal fluid. Cerebrospinal fluid. This cerebrospinal fluid present inside the brain, which had to be protect our body from any stress. So this cerebrospinal fluid and this skull, so both play a very important role, because it is to protect our brain from any injury, from any tension. So this brain play a very important role here. Forebrain, midbrain, hindbrain, all this work in a good manner, and then when they are work, then our body is able to work. When they are not to do any work, then our body is not able to do any work. So all this control work is be done, and all this coordination work is be done in our body by the brain. So that's why brain is known as the main part of the control center of our body. So control of our all the organ and all the organ system present in our body by the brain. Either it is be respiration, any involuntary action in case of thinking, reading, writing, temperature maintenance, smelling, detecting, sense organ work. All this be done by the brain. So here we